So then, Liverpool have been linked with a PSG midfielder. Konate apparently wants to go to PSG. And obviously, Arne has also been charged after what happened after the Merseyside derby, guys. So I'm going to cover all of that with you right now in this video. But before we go any further, guys, also make sure you do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. Because this Konate and this PSG player thing, maybe it's me putting one and one together, but I don't know. I think there's something linked there in all fairness. But we'll go through it now. We'll get through it now. Where should we start then? I'll tell you what, we'll start off with the Arne Slot stuff. So obviously he's been charged, as long as with his assistant manager and both clubs also. Basically, guys, long and short of it is that all parties have until Wednesday to provide responses to the respective charges, with range of punishments possible, including fines and touchline bans. Basically, it was alleged that Slot and his assistant acted in an improper manner or used insulting or abusive or behaviour towards a match official after the match had finished. So Slot will be on the sideline for the Wolves game. He may be on the sideline for the Aston Villa match, depending on when this ban comes through. I've got a funny feeling. I'm in all fairness, guys, I'm fully expecting Slot to not be on the sideline for Villa and City. That's just how I see it going now. As well as his assistant, so you might see Johnny Heitinger, basically managing the coaching, whatever, the team from the sideline. You know, Slot will obviously be in the stands or whatever, but still, it's not something you expect and want when you're going into like a game like this, especially against two opponents which could probably both beat us on any given day, in all fairness. So there's that one for you guys. Let me know down below like what you think about this. I know a lot of people said it was due to the handshake, but it's actually apparently due to what was said, and I think Slot mentioned it yesterday as well. So yeah, it's probably going to be a 2-game ban, in all fairness, guys, plus a fine. So moving on then, we'll talk about this Julien Laurent's piece that came out on ESPN yesterday. Now, just to give you a little bit of context about Julien Laurent, now he is, in my opinion, like a French version of Fabrizio Romano. He may take offence to that, but basically anything French football-wise, he seems to be on top of. He was very close to the Mbappe situation when he went to Real Madrid. And I think this, guys, is... I think this is Konate trying to play his cards regarding the whole contract situation, because you may not be aware, guys, but obviously all the focus right now is on Van Dijk, Salah and Trent potentially leaving for nothing at the end of this season. But if Konate does not sign the new contract, he will also be allowed to walk at the end of next season on a free transfer, along with Andy Robertson and Caoimhin Kelleher as well, who, to be honest with you, I expect Kelleher to be sold this summer. But yeah, them three could all be in a situation that they're in right now with the other three. But basically, guys, it says here that PSG are keen to sign Konate in the summer, and the player is interested in a move to the club. The French champions are seeking to bolster their defensive line and find a long-term partner for Marquinhos. And the acquisition of Konate would also allow them to plan a long-term future without the Brazilian, who turns 31 in May. Sources have told ESPN that the French international is tempted by a return to the city of his birth, and he spent 5 years in the Paris FC academy before leaving them in 2014. He joined Liverpool for 36 million from Leipzig in 2021, and he's gone on to make 116 appearances for Liverpool. And this is basically what he said. The 25-year-old's current contract runs out in 2026, which I've just told you, with Liverpool keen to keep him at the club. In a news conference last month, Konate confirmed he has been offered a new deal, but refused to be drawn on whether he'll be staying at Anfield beyond next summer. He said, "I am really focused on what will happen now, and then we will see what happens." So I think, guys, in all fairness, this is probably Konate's agent trying to put pressure on Liverpool. I just see it that way. Would PSG be interested in signing Konate? 100%. And this summer coming up would be the last time that Liverpool would have any chance of getting any sort of money for him. So if a deal's not signed this summer, guys, I wouldn't be surprised if he's sold. But again, this talking about contracts, yet again, this is another situation where Richard Hughes, Michael Edwards, whoever the fuck it is, needs to pull their finger out of their ass and get this sorted out. And I had a theory this morning when I was thinking about doing this video. I was thinking to myself, maybe this whole FSG template on how they do contracts, heavily incentivized, is not going to work anymore. It's not going to work anymore going forward. Maybe players don't want incentivized money anymore. Maybe they want guaranteed money. You know, I don't even know how much money Konate earns a year. Like, I should have probably loaded that up. Let's have a look. See if it loads it up for us. So he earns what's that? 70 grand a week. 70 grand a week. He is, how old is he now as well? He is 25 years of age, so he's going into his prime. So he's going to be probably looking at double. He's going to want double that to stay at Liverpool, in all fairness. His agency as well, I'm sure they've got a pretty decent relationship with Liverpool. CAA Stella. It's just loading now, guys. I mean, I know Konate's got injuries and everything like that, but yeah, Konate is on there. I swear they had Curtis Jones on here. Maybe he's got a new agent now. Yeah, he's not on here anymore. But there's a few players that have been linked with Liverpool in the past that have that they're represent as well. But anyway, guys, yeah, I kind of think that this is just him putting pressure on the club, and I think that the incentive deal, the way that Liverpool have been doing things, is going to maybe fall on its ass. Maybe that's what the hold-up is around Salah and Van Dijk. Maybe they want guaranteed money, guaranteed length of contract, and, you know, they're probably being lowballed by the Richard Hughes and everything like that. So anyway, guys, probably one to keep an eye on this summer is Ibou Konate, because, yeah, I'd hate to see him go in all fairness, I really would, but if this is the last summer where you can get some money for him and he's not going to sign a deal, you're going to have to sell him. But yeah, there's that one there for you guys. And then as well, I'm going to say this, in retaliation to that link that came out with Ibou Konate, a Liverpool journalist, Sam Maguire, who I'm not saying that I would believe, has basically linked Liverpool with Warren Zaire-Emery, if that's how you pronounce his name. Apparently trying to keep tabs on him. Liverpool have been in contact with his agent, João Mendes, which is Just a Few, which is another agency that Liverpool have got massive ties with. I think if you actually look at their books now, they've got Pedro Neto, Liverpool have been linked with in the past. Diogo Jota's on their books. Manuel Ugarte, Liverpool were linked with him. Mateus Nunes, Liverpool were linked with him. Ryan Altanore, he's probably one to watch for Liverpool this summer as a left-back alternative. So yeah, Liverpool have got a lot of players on these books that they've either been linked with or signed. Like I say, Diogo Jota, I'm sure there was another one here as well at one point that they did have, who played for Liverpool. See if I can find it on here now. Fabinho, there you go, that was the one. Fabinho is also represented by these, and Cristiano Ronaldo and so on and so forth. So yeah, basically the report says that Liverpool are keeping an eye on him. Michael Edwards and Julian Ward have a good relationship with Mendes, which could help get the deal over the line. Obviously, Julian Ward's back at working with Liverpool now. It's understood the player's happy in Paris, and his girlfriend plays for the PSG women's team. However, he's open to a new challenge to venture out of his comfort zone. The possibility of joining Liverpool is an alluring prospect for the young midfielder, and he has already held talks with Konate about a potential move. I don't believe that for a second. Apparently, Liverpool are a huge admirer of him. This season, he's covered 12.5 kilometres per minute for PSG in the Champions League. His total distance covered is 75 in the competition, which is higher than Ryan Gravenberch, who leads Liverpool in the metric at 72. He's only 18 years of age and has already played 100 games for PSG and broke a record in the Champions League, becoming the youngest player ever to start a game in a knockout game at the age of 16 years of age. Liverpool believe he's one of the biggest prospects in world football, and that is why the club are trying to pay for him. It could add up to 65 million euros, so like 55 million pounds. Now, you might be asking yourselves, who is this kid? So as I said, he can play centre mid, defensive mid, represented by Just a Few. His contract doesn't expire till 2029, and they also have a 1-year option on that. So if you want to just add that up to 2030, he's got 5 years left on his deal, guys. He's currently out now with an ankle sprain, so goes without saying, he probably put Liverpool down to a T with that. So far, stats this season, 29 games, 3 goals, 1 assist. He's played 2,078 minutes for PSG. Stats-wise, age-wise, it is someone that I could probably see Liverpool going for. The agency as well, Liverpool have got a decent relationship with them back in the day with Edwards and Julian Ward. I don't know what the relationship obviously like right now, but obviously, guys, I'll have to just wait and see that one. But I just thought it was quite interesting that the fact that Liverpool, one of their defenders had been linked to a move away to PSG, and then Liverpool automatically linked with a midfielder from PSG literally 12 hours later. Yeah, I just found that interesting. So anyway, let me know down below, guys. What do you think about all of this? The Arne Slot sideline ban that's probably inevitable, Konate's contract situation, and also the PSG midfielder being linked with Liverpool as a potential probable backup to Ryan Gravenberch or competition for him. Let me know down below, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.